Feels like we just did this.
Yeah, but you picked a song called Nana Boo Boo.
Na 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 boo boo, na 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 boo boo. YMLE releasing tracks that do. He's in federal penitentiary, but he's still releasing tracks, still releasing hits, still releasing bops, still releasing never a flop. What's your question?
What is the point of playing the song if we're going to sing the song anyways?
Hey man, it's just to show support, to show love, to show, hey, YMLE's still releasing hits even when he's behind bars, falsely accused. Just because he murdered 2 people means he has to go away for life. Falsely accused, allegedly. YMLE get out soon. Q the Fool get out soon. Q Money get out soon. Shout out to the Q's of rap. Undervalued. Underrated. Underestimated.
You're a fucking wild boy. But as you guys know, by hearing the song and then Joey repeating the song,
na 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 boo boo.
It is your host Michael the Pharaoh Shanudian, always to my front, Little Joe. Ooh, this is the Face of the Franchise podcast sponsored by Four Corners Radio. We are here and we're ready to go. Only ooh, except for his OnlyFans,
which is still just as last week and the week before and the week after that, crashing the internet. Not just crashing the OnlyFans site now, it has been reported to crash the internet. No bots whatsoever, pure crash. Pure sex, pure crash, pure temptation.
Why is it always like this?
Joe Doran.
Why is this always like this?
OnlyFans. 13-inch cock.
No. Alright, that's cut
yeah,
out.
I wish.
That's cut out.
I mean, everyone's going to know it's a lie anyway, so it doesn't necessarily matter. I do want to say something, though, before we dive in today. And that is, I'd like to thank you and Sam, talked a little bit about it last show, for the compliments of how I'm now pronouncing my new Arabic words.
You've become a fluent speaker, kind of.
I don't sound like a white trust fund baby that came out of Belmont Country Club. I sound good for a white trust fund baby that came out of a country club?
See, my face went up because I gave you a compliment, right?
Mm-hmm.
And you took it to another level.
Well, I am the king, sir, of getting an inch and taking a mile. How else am I supposed to take my miles?
Who knows?
I won't. I don't get it. That's why you take miles. That's what no one ever understands about that cliche. If you get an inch, of course I'm going to take a fucking mile. That's the mile you just gave up. You gave me an inch, idiot. Now I'm going to take a mile. Fucking jackasses.
Jesus Christ.
Fucking suckers.
Jesus Christ. That's how we're going to start the story?
Take an inch?
This is what we're going to start the show with? Some inches and miles and cocks and all this shit?
Cocks and flocks and butt cocks. Absolutely butt cancer. Just kidding. We do not endorse butt cancer here. Butt cancer, go to hell and die, just like all the other cancers out there. Fuck you, cancer. Fuck you so far. Spoiled trust fund babies. Fuck you so far. Free agency. Because I am not completely happy with my team, not completely happy with the Washington football team. I know some people are. I know we made some decent moves. But overall, so far, this free agency, for me personally, has been meh. As I've been seeing other teams.
Yes, sir.
Spark it up. I mean, do absolutely fantastic. We talked a little bit last time about the Patriots and the Dolphins particularly really shaking up the AFC East. They're making moves, making grooves, and making playoff runs just with these off-season moves, if you ask me. With that being said, there has been some interesting moves, despite my team being relatively quiet, your team being relatively disappointing. There has been some interesting news so far in free agency news.
Doing the same thing as always. They don't go after big free agents. They let our star players go. They don't want to spend money, which is fine. It's okay. It happens. You guys have the most predictable offseason so far. Yep. I mean, you signed Curtis Samuels, who you were trying to trade for last year, so that was predictable as shit. Got in a veteran quarterback, like we said you were, and you got the veteran quarterback, Ryan Fitzpatrick.
Okay.
So,
which, by the way, can we stop being so excited about? I haven't said that. I kind of, whatever, went with the flow of things when we signed him 2 weeks back in the show. But listen, how many years has this man been playing? Can you tell everybody, Phil?
It's like 16.
It'll be going into his 17th season. You're exactly correct. He'll be going into his 17th season of football. Listen, at a certain point, the magic wears out. with all due respect, this is not our guy for the future. This is not a guy that's going to run the helm. He may be able to sneak us back in the playoffs for 1 year, but we're going to need to look at a Taylor Heineke. We do not need to go for a late round draft QB like I know we really want to do. I know you want to do it. I know you are jawing and dropping with fucking goddamn saliva, hoping and praying that you get a 3rd round quarterback that's like Russell Wilson. It's not going to happen.
So, you said it perfectly. The magic runs out.
Yes.
Do you know his record in the playoffs?
Not one game.
So
Not one game.
The guy is the definition of a regular season quarterback.
100%.
So it's good. It's cool. No.
And someone that can be argued for our segment at the end of the show here. Very overvalued.
So you have Kyle Allen, you have Tyler Heineke, you have him.
Right.
So to think that Ryan Fitzpatrick...
Taylor, by the way.
What did I say, Tyler?
Mm-hmm.
Taylor Heineke, more likely is going to be the starter. Ryan Fitzpatrick's there to be a mentor, trying to be Fitzmagic. If he starts, then you know Taylor is not your guy, Kyle is not your guy, and next year you can get a quarterback. Or you could trade for a guy we talked about already, Sam Darnold.
I think Taylor, now you're fucking me up. Taylor's going to be the starting quarterback by week 6. If I think I said that on the show already. If I haven't, I'm saying it now. I think he will be starting QB by week 6 at the absolute latest, new. It's either going to be a classic Fitzpatrick injury or it's going to be a classic Fitzpatrick way too much overdosing on magic, as he sometimes will do and we often forget about that he'll do. I think that Heineke deserves this spot. He's earned this spot. I understand Joey's just won a playoff game. There's been a whole fucking journey of grinding before that, which is not something you often see get to the spot where he got to. Yes, I understand Joey was just fucking thrown in a Canadian Football League 2 years ago. Fine, whatever you may have. I think we test what we have with this guy. He's at least earned that, and I think we'll be doing that by week 4. So yeah, I'm not too excited about that signing.
Listen.
And you know what? Let's just jump right into the segment we're doing. Most overvalued signing is Ryan Fitzpatrick.
Damn.
Let's just jump right into it.
Go, keep going.
So that we are doing our overvalued, undervalued, biggest impact and worst impact
so
for
that
free
was your
agency
why.
so far.
That was
As you
your
can
why.
see, you're going into
Got
a
it.
Well, that was a little bit of my why, and again, that we're acting like we found our franchise quarterback.
No, you found Santa Claus. That's what you found. You found Santa Claus
Right.
to fucking give you a gift.
All my
one time
local
a year.
GMV people, listen and listen clear. This is the same bullshit you got excited when we fucking signed Deion Sanders two decades ago. Donovan McNabb,
Bruce
Albert
Smith.
Hainsworth. You want a different sport? Russell Westbrook. Listen up.
Oh.
He dropped 35 points and 21 assists the other night. Yeah, he continues to ruin the fucking game. Listen. When you get these running at the end of their ladder, almost to the top of their ladder, to the tree of retirement, for whatever reason, DMV, we get really excited, and we're like, remember when he was really good in the regular season? And he can get all those touchdowns for us, and he can drop triple doubles like a fucking asshole nonstop, even though they're the most pointless triple doubles of all time? Stop falling for it. Stop being a sucker. Stop taking the sample that comes first. I'm sorry, local DMV people. You guys know I try to go against the grain. I try to get you guys to see the light. This is nothing to get fucking excited about. This is the fucking goddamn putting glue on our engine. Okay? This is taping up the solution, and that tape is going to wear out and fall off. Fitzpatrick is not a solution. He is a Band-Aid at barely best.
So you don't see a mentorship, nothing.
I get it.
I'm just being honest. Okay, so here's the.
But what the locals are saying is exactly what I'm saying, and it's not true. That he is our franchise savior.
I think you're correct. If somebody is saying that, they're out of their goddamn minds. They're out of their goddamn minds. Now, did they give him a big contract? They didn't. They gave him a 1-year deal. Do whatever. Maybe do some Fitzmagic if Taylor is not good, and figure it out next year. So, I mean, he made Devontae Parker look good. You have Curtis Samuels. You have Terry McLaurin. You have Logan Thomas. You have Antonio Gibson. So Fitzpatrick could support those guys and could be a serviceable offense. Maybe more serviceable than Alex Smith. You don't know. But it's Taylor's job to lose. It's Taylor's job to lose,
yes.
right or wrong.
Yes.
So he has the backing of the offense and everything. Now, that's why I'm saying it's okay. But if somebody is saying that their offense got just way better, that's different. That is a different story. Then you're overvaluing Ryan Fitzpatrick.
Yeah.
And if you think he's going to win you a playoff game, that's yet to be seen. If he wins you a playoff game, then yes, you got a right guy at the helm. For me, I'm going in the same division, but these guys, here's telling me
Nude's most overvalued free agency move.
It's not an overvalued per se. He just got, well, yeah, actually it is.
I mean, that's what we're doing.
I mean, I don't know how else to put it. You're basically telling Daniel Jones, hey man, it's your time. Either fucking figure it out or get the fuck out. By paying Kenny Golladay what you paid him. You paid him $18 million a year. To do what? To do what? I'm sorry. Giants fans, I know you guys really wanted this. I know you guys really wanted this. I was like, that's a good
Sit on your
get.
throne, Pharaoh.
That's good get. You get Kenny Golladay, good get.
Yeah.
What you paid for him, not good get.
Yeah.
Everybody in the NFL did not think Kenny Golladay would go for that much. Everyone. A guy who came from seamlessly nowhere. Now, that's not saying he didn't deserve the money because he came from nowhere, but we don't know what he's getting. He's going from Matthew Stafford to Daniel Jones. To me, that is a decrease in talent. By far. As of now.
Yeah. Yeah.
Daniel Jones.
Yeah, just a bit.
Daniel Jones has to prove it now. You now have to prove it to make this contract work. Now, that's overvalued. You're putting pressure on.
I would hate to put all my career and everything I've worked towards on Kenny Golladay.
Really, but you have Kenny Golladay, you have Golden Tate, Golden Tate's not there. Sterling Shepard, you have Darius Slayton, you have Evan Ingram, you have Saquon Barkley back. Man, my head is throbbing.
You got a cup of coffee?
Yeah,
You
so
need a cup of coffee there.
you have now all these weapons, Daniel Jones. One is overvalued because I'm calling it overvalued because Kenny Golladay is a one-trick pony. He is a one-trick pony.
Yeah.
He is not a guy that I can say he is in the DeAndre Hopkins category. He is in the Julio Jones category. He is a tier below, maybe a tier under that. Kenny Golladay, yes, is a serviceable wide receiver. But for 17 to 18 million, you're going to take a chance? Why did you do that? Just run it back. Saquon's coming back.
You know you're flushing half that down the drain, right?
You're
flushing half that down the drain because Kenny Golladay sure than shit's going to come out of our assholes later on today that he is going to be injured half the time. Half the time.
Nothing that happened still makes me think.
He is the definition of injury bug right now. In the NFL.
Saquon Barkley is still your centerpiece. You're going to run the ball a lot. Why pay a wide receiver that much? I just didn't get it. But I understand why they got
Especially at Kenny Golladay. You could have gotten him at a $10 million value.
Exactly.
And let's switch the terms up a little bit. Let's go with the teams that got the bargain deals here that really wheeled and dealed the most impressive deals. Great sentence by me there. And I'm going to start off with a guy that I think is, speaking of undervalued free agency picks, he is just undervalued in general, does not get enough credit in my humble opinion, and that is good old Sir Kyle Fuller. Kyle Fuller went ahead and signed a 1-year, $9.5 million contract with the Denver Broncos. They're trying to bring back that no-flight zone in any way they can. This will certainly help. I like that a whole lot. Don't also forget they now have Darby in there as well. I apologize, Darby went to the Bears. But that being said, though, I mean, this is going to be a great sign by the Denver Broncos. Bring back that no-flight zone. I think Kyle Fuller is one of the most slept-on cornerbacks in the entire league. For some reason, does not get the recognition this man deserves. Great signing by the Denver Broncos. Great one-year pickup. I think Kyle Fuller will end up turning that into a longer contract.
So that was your undervalued.
My undervalued pick.
So my undervalued is what we talked about with your argument. Corey Lindsey going to the Chargers. On All-Pro Center from
last week's debate, right?
Last week's debate. Going from protecting Aaron Rodgers to now protecting the golden boy Justin Herbert. He needed line help. He needed lineup.
Yeah.
A lot of players were injured. A lot of players are leaving.
Yeah.
Pouncey retired with his brother, so there's no center there.
Yeah.
Now they replaced him with an all-pro who knows how to work with a quarterback that
Love that. Yeah.
So
Great pick.
So Justin Herbert now, man, you got your center. There you go. Get your cohesiveness with him going, and you have something for 4 to 5 years right there. And that is a great pickup to say, we're going to protect this guy. And what they do in the draft now is going to center around Justin Herbert. I mean, there's no doubt about it.
Yeah.
But I'm happy for him. I'm happy for Justin Herbert. I was a big Justin Herbert guy, and I'm glad that he got Lindsey. I think that's a perfect landing spot for Lindsey. And now that, and I mean, obviously the Chiefs are the Chiefs, but these are moves that you're saying, hey, Chargers, you're coming. Keep going.
Mm-hmm.
You're going to have to do a lot more to catch up. But there you go.
It's definitely a step in the right direction. I like that a whole lot. Step in a very wrong direction, however, and I think you'll be with me on this one.
This is your...
Oh, this is my worst signing overall.
Worst signing.
Yes, not overvalued, just worst signing.
Okay.
Overall. Worst signing overall is going to be linebacker Bud Dupree to the Tennessee Titans. At 5 years, $82 million and a half dollars. You disagree with me here, I can tell.
No.
You're waiting. You're waiting with great anticipation.
I was in the camp of he wasn't going to fall in any of these categories.
Yeah.
But if he was going to be in the category,
here's why.
Just continue.
I think you see where I'm getting at.
I think it's the same argument I made to a Titans fan, one of my closest friends. If you think Bud Dupree is going to be Bud Dupree without T.J. Watt, you are joking your fucking self.
System. You
continue, and I will add to your argument because
I want you to contribute to this one. But exactly like you're saying, a T.J. Watt by your side is a partner in crime. Arguably the best proven system in terms of defense and overall NFL history is the Pittsburgh Steelers.
Yep.
Right? I will gladly give you that. There's no denying that whatsoever. Steel curtain is steel curtain is steel curtain is steel curtain, right? And Bud Dupree excelled in an excellent generation football defining, like a decade defining, 100-year defining system, century defining system in the Pittsburgh Steelers defense. That is where he exactly excelled. Now, I have been said on this show that the Titans are gearing up to be one of those teams that has a good reputation for defense. However, that fell flat this year for me. They lost that reputation they had of the 2019-2020 season for me wholeheartedly when you kind of saw what the detriment to the Titans this was. Yes, okay, you can argue that the offense didn't pop off against the Bills like they should have in that playoff game. But I would also argue at the same time that defense was fucking atrocious. They got blown out in certain games, like a 42-10 game, which the Titans should have not done whatsoever. So I understand they're trying to patch it up, but they're overvaluing a Bud Dupree that just works really well in a Steelers system. That's exactly what's happening here. You're overpaying a guy and giving him extra years in a contract. I think you're giving him 3 years too many. I think you're giving him $50 million too many. Bud Dupree is not going to be that superstar linebacker that he was on the Steelers, just simply because he is not going to, one, know the system as well, to excel as well in that Titan system. And it's as simple as that for me. It is a horrible, horrible flush your money down the drain signing.
So it's not, okay, so I will say this. It's not a flush the money down the drain signing. It is, you're expecting, like I said, you're expecting Bud Dupree, who was with T.J. Watt, to produce what he did.
And he's not going to.
Now, all you have to do is look back at to where he was before T.J. Watt was.
Right.
He was a decent, serviceable pass rusher.
Yeah.
I even dubbed him as a bust at one point. But...
a lot of people did, yeah.
So...
he's still ranked like a 76 now.
Yeah, he is what he is.
Yeah.
He is what he is. He's
not a superstar, he's an above average, at times, linebacker.
Him, Tuitt, Cam Hayward, T.J. Watt, Devin Bush, Zazier.
Yeah.
All these different players helped with him getting there. Vince Williams, all of them. The front seven was great, and Bud Dupree is a key part of that. I will admit that. I was upset when he left. When I saw he went to the Titans, and them expecting him to get double-digit sacks with who they have already, It's not going to happen.
No.
He's going to get 7 to 8 sacks. He's going to be a good, serviceable guy. He's going to be what he was going to be what Clowney was for them when he played.
Let me revise the flush down the toilet, because you do make a good point.
Yes.
I want to revise that a little bit and say this is the classic overvalued due to a good season sign.
Thank you.
That's what this is.
I do agree with you. I think a lot of people in Nashville want another Javon Curse, and it's not coming. And I'm telling you, with the Bud Dupree, you got to gauge your expectations right now that he's not gonna be where he was with.
In all due respect to Titans fan base, that is a fan base that eats up hype almost as much as the Washington football team and return leader Dave would probably not do. Not as much, but almost as much.
Right. So, with that being said,
what you got for me?
We will see Mr. Bud Dupree soon, and I cannot wait to talk about him when we play the Titans.
Hope you prove us wrong, buddy.
Now,
no, I know you're listening.
Now, the worst signing.
According to Michael Shanuti, the Pharaoh.
Actually, it's the signing that I just don't fucking understand.
Uh-huh.
Kenyon Drake.
Okay.
To the Raiders.
Okay.
For 2 years.
Okay.
Fuck the money.
Why is this man still getting jobs?
What? No. It's just like, John Gruden, what are you doing? Here's the deal. We're gonna play this game. Josh Jacobs, you dropped him first round pick. Guy's supposed to be this talent that you loved. He didn't do bad last year.
He showed, no, not bad. He did great last year. He showed, in my personal opinion, that he has the potential to be, not now, but does have the potential to be in a Zeke Saquon conversation.
No, 100%. And it's an offense that's predicated on the run game and the tight end, a.k.a. Darren Waller, what we saw, and
Walrus.
And whatever.
Yeah.
I just don't understand why you get Kenyon Drake. Kenyon Drake could be a change of pace back, but now you're putting in this unknown of who's the starting running back. Is it Drake? Is it Jacobs? Yes, they both played at Alabama together. They did great. Blah, blah, blah. This, that, and the third. But it just didn't help the offense at all. Like, it just made it more of a kind of convoluted backfield. Like, I'm going through fog, that fucking movie that ended with everybody just dying at the end. If you haven't seen it, it's the worst movie of all time.
I have not seen that.
It is a M. Night Shyamalan. There was no twist.
Oh, no, that's a good movie. Are you talking about The Village People?
No, that's Village.
Okay.
First of all,
Village, yeah.
The Village.
And The Village People
The
is
Fog,
a band from the 60s.
The Fog is aliens or creatures or whatever roaming in fog. And
oh, is that when he was going through like his weird? Oh no, this is not a Night Shyamalan. This is a 1980 movie.
The Fog.
The Fog, directed by John Carpenter.
No. What was it?
1980.
No, try to find the most recent one. It might not be called.
Oh, The Fog, 2005.
There you go.
Wait. Keep going. You keep going.
So, anyways, my point is, the creatures are in the mist, and they're gonna kill everybody in sight. The creatures are is fucking Kanye Drake.
The Happening.
The Happening.
Yes.
Kanye Drake.
I never watched it because that's when my Shyamalan was just going.
And Ja Rule Jacobs. We have Kanye Drake and Ja Rule Jacobs. Literally one-hit wonder.
He tried to remake Signs and it fell flat.
Yeah, it's terrible. Don't.
Signs great.
Man.
I mean, not his best. Sixth Sense, The Village. Stop with him, Night Shyamalan.
Nothing happened to this offense that made me say Derek Carr.
Split was not a good movie.
Man, we'll talk. Yeah, that's a terrible movie.
Same with Glass.
Never seen it.
It's the follow-up to Split.
I know, it's Undisputed was the other movie?
Yeah, something like that. Undisputed, Undefined, and it was...
Undefined.
Yeah.
So,
awful.
What was I saying? So, you have now two running backs that purposely do the same thing. You didn't get any wide receivers for the quarterback, who you presume always as the starting quarterback, Derek Carr, but now you don't like Derek Carr, so now this proves that you don't like Derek Carr. You signed a running back. You signed another running back.
This
is
ridiculous. He continues to get away
with
disrespecting his best players. Since he's been back on the Raiders, since he's joined the Raiders, it's been just baffling. There is no explanation for it. There is no figuring out inside the mind of the Gruden grinder himself, John Gruden. I don't get it either. It's, again, you're disrespecting Carr and Josh Jacobs in one fell swoop. And I would even say that Kenyon Drake's is like not even the store brand. He's like the brand that was pitched and tried to get some shelf space, but couldn't even get like the Sharks to buy him at Shark Tank, and he wouldn't. Yeah, he's just he's pitched shelf space and couldn't even get shelf space in the stores. That's essentially what he is. I don't understand that whatsoever, but I do understand exactly what the New England Patriots have been doing. Yes, I understand it is the most popular free agency signing. It's all anybody's talking about, but it's all anybody's talking about for a reason. And I'm not the biggest signings for me that he got. Not even on the offensive side, it's on the defensive side, and his 2 linebackers, and Kyle Van Noy and Matthew Jundon. I think that is bringing back the Patriots style of defense. I think that is absolutely fucking terrifying, and that combo together on top of what they already have is going to make the Patriot defense of old, and them definitely a threat come playoff time.
I like that. That's pretty good.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
I appreciate that. Very considerate of you.
Well, I guess if it wasn't for Drake, my worst signing would have been Hunter Henry and Johnny Smith. Like, those dudes are not going to be worth a damn.
And they're trying to do the double tight end system with the, like, I think you said this last show, reminisce on Hernandez and Gronk of the old days, but it's not going to happen, boys.
Nah, not at all. So
Hunter Henry doesn't have the balls to murder. So it's not going to work out.
What do you do?
I'm taking a piss. Go ahead.
You're taking a piss.
Yeah, I'm taking a piss. Go.
Taking a piss. Hold on.
Oh, you just want to? Because
Because I gotta call somebody back.
All right.
Cut this all out, Sam. Disagreement. ¿Cuál es esa? Business silly. $1. Yeah. Give me 1 second. 11. I have a meeting from 11 to 11:30. Could ممكن يعني to 12? Perfect. Yeah, 12. If not, then after 2, it's perfect. So either 12 or after 2. Perfect. Shukran. Bye-bye.
Right?
Yeah. So what we were doing, best? That was the best?
Yeah, just move on to your best, because I just pretty much finished up mine.
Alright, cut all that, Sam. And 3, 2, 1. I mean, that's not bad. I can't, after you just got done pissing, so.
Again, thank you, and thank you for allowing me to relieve myself.
You're welcome.
At some jobs you can't always do that.
You're welcome.
At certain jobs you can't always do that, although I love my kids.
Say it one more time so they know.
At certain jobs you can always do that, although I love my kids. Sometimes you have people's private matters or pee or feces flying at you. But, you become stronger, you become braver, you become more of a whole person when that happens to you. You really find out who you are. You really fucking find out who you are when that happens to you.
So I would say the best.
Not that I'm naming anything specific by any means.
The best signings were re-signings in my opinion, and that's for Chris Carson and Aaron Jones. Everybody.
No Juju love there. No Juju.
We get to the AFC North later. My opinion on those 2 running backs, if they went to the wrong system, aka like Kenyon Drake did, we would talk about them being the worst signings as well. Aaron Jones goes back to an offense that predicates on running the ball, no Jamal Williams. There is A.J. Dillon, but them re-signing Aaron Jones basically tells Aaron Jones, hey, you're the guy. You're the guy, we want you. Chris Carson, the same thing. He goes to a place that runs the ball more than anyone other than Baltimore. So they get him back. Rashard Penny, we don't know what he is. there's not going to be DJ Dallas and all this speculation of Alex Collins and all this shit. The only thing you have to worry about is Penny, but Penny hasn't been healthy since he got drafted, so we don't know what he is. Them signing back proves that those two teams want to run it back, they want to see what happens. Please get Aaron Rodgers home at the end of the day. But those two things are good.
Yeah! Can we fucking sign him a goddamn weapon now, please?
Robert Tonyan,
draft a fucking weapon!
That's all this guy has. Please help him. Anyways, but those two running backs going back to those good offenses.
They got a great running back scenario too, right? Like, I mean, you got Aaron Jones and you got big old Sir Thickum legs. Like, you got Sir can squat 10,000 pounds or whatever the fuck he can do.
Oh yeah.
I mean, yeah, you just need someone to take some heat off of goddamn Devontae Adams. If you can take somebody to take the heat off of Devontae Adams, that team is the Super Bowl winner next year.
Exactly.
It's all you had to do for the last 3 fucking years, you fucking assholes. Said you cost me hundreds of dollars, you pieces of fucking shits.
No, that's the gambler in him right there.
Degenerate coming out.
Yep. Anyways, but those are the free agent signings we saw that were the most undervalued, overvalued, biggest impact, the worst impact. But we did get some breaking news while we were recording. Tyler Lockett signed a $69 million extension for 4 years.
Well deserved.
Guaranteed.
Well deserved.
We talked about we're going to talk about.
Would you say would he be in your top 5 most slept on fantasy players?
Undervalued.
Yeah.
Undervalued.
Yeah. That is the theme of the last 2 weeks shows. Is undervalued.
So
just like the face of the franchise.
Tyler Lockett was put in a very good way to me. He's good for the Seahawks. He's bad for fantasy. And I'm like, how so? He's so volatile. He is so volatile.
You gotta really just pray you're getting a Tyler hitting all numbers. Tyler heavy game plan week.
150 yards, 3 touchdowns.
Yeah.
Or you're gonna get a 3-catch, 30-yard game.
Yeah.
So, guy deserves it. Russ, you're staying. There's Tyler Lockett. There's DK Metcalf now. Enjoy yourself. Have fun. So. You want to hit it?
Might as well.
Go for it.
No, you got it. Go ahead.
It's your turn.
Please. Well, a couple things with this. Number one, I mean, I think that this is a huge signing here with Tyler Lockett. I was just typing stuff up and I missed the last half of you said. That's why I said that, but I got you now. So, no, Tyler Lockett, man, I mean, I'm really proud of him. I think this is a great signing. You got, like you said, you got DK Metcalf on the other side. You got Chris Carson there to back you up, who I think if he can stay fucking healthy, this offense is dangerous as hell. It always will be. It's just how consistent can they stay. I think Tyler Lockett's a big factor in that. The fantasy thing, I totally get that. He is kind of the, pray it all. You're either going to hit the lotto or you're going to leave tired, hungry, sad, and with an extra loss on your fantasy record. Due to Tyler Lockett, he's a very put it all your nuts on the table and pray type of guy when it comes to fantasy. However, what makes him absolutely lethal and definitely top 3 punch of 1-2 wide receiver punch in the league with him and DK is exactly what they do each week and why there's a DK heavy week and why there's a Tyler heavy week, because you take pressure off one another. You allow others to open up. You allow others to go ahead and make impacts when they need to make impacts. Maybe be a Chris Carson week. Maybe a Russell work with his legs week. Maybe be a Russ let him cook week and everybody gets some luck. It just let Russ cook week and everybody gets what they get. But again, well earned. Congratulations. However, the Seahawks still, if you ask me, are going to be that step short of the Super Bowls. They always are.
Well, I still have them and the Rams duking it out. There's the Arizona Cardinals, 49ers. That's probably one of the hardest divisions in football.
100%. That's still going to be a brutal division to get past.
Good luck with the gauntlet there, guys. But to one good division to one that wasn't bad last year. So hit it.
The AFC North Division Preview.
So last week we did the AFC East, Dolphins, Bills, Patriots, Jets. Look that up.
Damn, we're already on this. This is going to be a quick show.
And then the year, and then
you got something to do it too?
No, there was not a lot to do. I mean,
yeah, we flew through. Also, just so you know, we're doing 2 shows back to back.
So if this comes out next week, so it comes out the week after we record. So there's probably going to be news, and it's going to be bad.
Oh yeah, I'm glad we did caveat, and maybe we should record something, and as you could possibly put at the beginning. of the show, there will be news that happens. We're 100%. We're recording this episode right now for next week. There will be news that happens.
We're recording it for Friday.
Still be news that happens in the next.
Nah.
You don't think so? We'll see. We'll see. It is a slow couple weeks.
So, and then the one before that, we did the AFC South. Jags, Titans, Houston Texans, Indianapolis Colts. So now we're going to do the Pittsburgh Steelers, the Baltimore Ravens, the Cleveland Browns, and the Cincinnati Bengals. So
we're going to go from worst to first, as always.
So from the worst, Cincinnati Bengals!
And one man's opinion.
So, no, I mean, they were legit the worst.
Well, no, I know, but I mean, what we think it's going to be this year, that's what we've been doing so far, is worst to first in our opinion. I mean, that's kind of how it's played out, though. And if we disagree with each other, then we make that caveat. That's what we've been doing.
Whatever. Cincinnati Bengals.
Okay.
So, Cincinnati Bengals, unfortunately, the first overall pick got hurt in the middle of the season, thanks to the Washington football team.
Yeah!
I don't think you should cheer for it.
Bitches!
So, Joe Burrow was having a good season. He was doing great.
Love you, Joe. I don't cheer for anyone.
So, Joe was doing pretty well. You'd think he was in the Rookie of the Year conversation. He says he's going to come back. Hopefully he comes back at the beginning of the season. He was doing great. They lost A.J. Brown. Tyler Boyd came on the scene. We saw a lot of the weapons come to par. They lost Tyler Eifert. Yikes. Joe Mixon is still there. Giovanni Bernard's still there. A bunch of stuff. Now their defense lost a lot of guys. Carlos Dunlap got traded in the middle of the season to the Seattle Seahawks. Geno Atkins. Guy,
you got there.
Guy was such a beast. Now he's on free agency. I could not believe it. William Jackson went to the Washington football team. So,
yeah.
If you see all these players, this is a.
By the way, my favorite Washington football team name to be determined later date, but probably not signing, is William Jackson.
So it's probably It's probably.
He probably is the best signing, right? Like, I mean, who else would you?
Low key. I said low key. He's low key.
I mean, I would say he could definitely have qualified for our previous segment in undervalued signings. But I derailed your Bengals take. Continue.
So, they have T. Higgins, who they paired with Burrow. He did all right.
Yeah.
So,
I think T's going to end up being a solid wide receiver, too.
So, you have Tyler Boyd probably your 1, T. Higgins probably your 3, because in the draft, I have them taking Mr. Jamar Chase, LSU. It could be Devontae.
I gotta look at a different mark.
Devontae.
The same goddamn CBS mock draft.
It's either him or Devontae Smith. I mean, it's not. Either way, you're not missing.
I wouldn't be surprised with Kyle Pitts.
I mean, yeah. I mean, they don't have a tight end.
It's gonna be one of those. So that spot. Let's just say this as a disclaimer going forward when we talk about these top 10 picking teams. Every single one of these top 10 teams, either they need a quarterback or they need a fucking assault weapon. And there are plenty of assault weapons in the first 10 picks that are going to be along the lines of a Kyle Pitts, a Jamar Chase, a Devontae Smith, and a Jalen Waddle are going to be our 4 clear-and-cut fucking assault weapons going forward.
Exactly. So Bengals do need that assault weapon to get going.
They will get one of those 4.
So it's very nice. I'm very curious to see how they build around Joe Burrow. It won't be this year. This is kind of like what I talked about with the Jets. We'll see what happens. This is a 4-13 team, 5-12 team. I'm trying to do the new records in my head. So
you got there, buddy. You got a real big brain for the mass.
So they'll do top 5, top 10 again, and then more.
I know you have trouble with numbers inside 20, so I get it. I know you have trouble counting to 20, so I understand. So, what I'm thinking, so I actually will go ahead.
I hate Babyface Joe.
So I believe that we all do, baby. He's back. Babyface Joe is back, and I'm going to do another stab right at your gut here. I actually believe this team finishes 3rd in their division.
It's just a gag for him. I don't fucking understand. It's a gag.
Or is it? I believe that this team will finish in 3rd place. I believe that Joe Burrow has his breakout year. He knows how to avoid those injuries going forward from good old Chasey and the rest of the fucking goddamn tanks that we have there on the defensive side. But I think not only that, I think this Bengals team actually shocks a whole lot of people. I like what the head coach did down there, changed a lot of things up, and I think that they're starting to have a very winning mentality. I think this offense has a lot of potential. I think there's some concerns definitely at defense, and there's still a lot of patches to work out with this team. As I said, I think they draft one of the 4 assault weapons available in the first top 10. With that being said, I have this team, yes, finishing ahead of a team I will name once we get to them, due to a couple of reasons. One, I believe that the team that I will name in last place has a lot more issues ahead of them than they are willing to face and they are willing to acknowledge. With that being said, I think that the Bengals is probably one of the highest potentials of young teams up and coming in the entire league, hence why I'm going to have them go ahead and finish with a strong, surprising 7-10 record. Cincinnati Bengals finishing 3rd in the AFC North.
He's a jokester today. Doesn't make sense.
Am I laughing?
I mean, you're a jokester, dude.
Am I laughing?
Even though
I enjoy a good hee ha ha and bitteroo or two.
you're a bum.
But I am dead serious here.
We're gonna go with Joe's thing of who's gonna be 3rd in the division. All right. You want to just go first? Go first. Just go first. Just go first.
Finishing last in their division, 4th place. Some may think 3rd, but I say in 4th place due to a myriad of issues. Due to a probably the most. I mean, and I'm not even trying. I swear to God, I'm not even doing it here. This is truly what I believe. This is truly what I see in this Pittsburgh Steelers team. That let some crucial pieces go in their defense. They did. Did they or did they not let crucial pieces go?
I'm doing it just for the season.
They are okay. Fantastic. So you're with me so far. They went ahead. So you're with me is what I'm hearing.
Go.
They went ahead and decided to bring on the very non-ageless, very concerning slew of way past his prime. It's not 2010 anymore. It is 2021. Do they know that? Do the Pittsburgh Steelers realize it's not 2000?
Don't watch your mouth on Kalen Balash. He won me a championship.
Just saying.
One year he won me a championship. I will always defend Kalen Balash.
If you went up to the Steelers front office and asked them what year it is right now, what do you think they would say? Because I'd be very concerned the Pittsburgh Steelers would say it's 2011. And that is what I'm seeing here with the decision for some reason to bring back Ben Roethlisberger. I just don't see anything with this team particularly besides a TJ Watt, and I guess in some lights if he can keep his fucking goddamn mouth shut, Juju, and I'll even give you Chase Claypool. I'll even give you Chase. I'll give you.
Wait, you're saying those are only stars? Are you dumb? Are you? Okay, I'm cutting you off. That's it.
Listen,
Your
I
argument is done. You didn't even name Cam Hayward. You didn't name Devin Bush. You didn't name Mika Fitzpatrick. What the fuck?
You didn't let me finish.
No,
Let me finish.
no. I cannot stand here and let you
didn't let me
slander.
finish. Hey, you know what I got love for Mika? You know he's in my top 3 safeties. Okay, so relax. All right. Not only
Fuck you.
Relax.
Fuck you.
But I'm just saying, this team rode a weird COVID high.
Fuck you.
In the regular season.
Fuck you.
With doing what they needed to do to barely win games.
Suck my dick.
And I think it's going to be the opposite parallel effect. They're going to do just enough to barely lose game after game after game for a 5-12 Pittsburgh Steelers.
He's a bum. You're a bum. You're a bum. Even though I have him at 7-10.
So you have them only winning 2 more games than I do.
I don't care. But you're slandering certain things. So Joey failed to mention certain things. Yes, I do agree. We talked about Bud Dupree. What is Bud?
Also, draft pick. Just real quick before you go out, draft pick. Please draft a fucking running back. I don't care if it's Travis and Team where they're falling. Please draft a fucking running back.
See, that's it. That's gone.
And James Conner went real well.
No. James Conner was.
Is that a superstar too?
Pick.
Is that a superstar too?
Is
he a superstar too?
I never thought a 4th round pick could do what he did, but he did it.
Is he a superstar?
He did what he did.
No, he's not a fucking superstar.
Give me a break.
Go ahead.
Bum ass.
Talk about your goddamn lost fucking
7-10. Ben Roethlisberger is in the helm again. He
Your
came
team
back
is
on a pay cut. He came back on a pay cut.
The Goonies with a shitty inning. The Goonies never figured it out.
Juju came back on a lighter contract than I thought he would come back to. Congratulations, fine. The TikTok's got to stop. That's where I got to stop it. This is my only problem with this team. I will always retweet Deontay Johnson because he is the only wide receiver out of the fucking group who doesn't talk shit.
I do like him a lot too.
He's the only one working right now.
You know, I'm a big
Claypool is out there
Deontay guy.
kicking people in the fucking head. Juju is out there with blue hair doing God knows what with God knows who. James Conner is a broke down mess. We do have Kalen Ballage. I will always talk highly on Kalen Ballage.
Why?
Because he won me a championship. That's it. Yes, we will draft a running back.
Was it because of Kalen Ballage? Was it because of Kalen Ballage?
Kalen Ballage got me 25 to 30 points, if I remember correctly.
Would you have won that game without Kalen Ballage?
No, him and... Ready?
Him and...
Ready? 25 points from him. 30 points from... Guess
Oh, they
who?
were both intensely
Guess
bad
who?
at the microphone.
Guess
We
who?
never do
Guess
this.
who?
What? Who?
Elijah McGuire. You don't know who that is?
I don't.
You Google him. Jets. He used to be on the Jets.
It sounds vaguely familiar. Like I've seen him in bad.
Yes.
McGuire.
Put NFL behind it because you probably spelled it wrong.
Yeah, I definitely did. I don't know. I remember Elijah.
Yeah, dog.
I remember Elijah.
Anyways, I'm not over here praising Ballage for the pick. It is what it is because we need depth at running back.
Yeah.
TJ Watt, Mika Fitzpatrick, Cam Hayward, Stephon Tuitt, Tyson Alua, Joe Hayden.
This defense falls apart.
No, that defense is still a top 10 defense. Are you kidding me?
No.
They're all still predicated of winning and doing stuff on defense. Now, we're going to win on our defense.
Listen, I
Like
gave
we
you
did
credit
last
last show. That is the steel
No.
curtain.
No.
It is the steel
And
curtain.
they're fine. We only lost Bud Dupree. You guys don't know. Okay, remember a
You
name.
lost-
Remember a name for me, and I promise you, remember two names. Remember
Right.
two names. Cameron Sutton and Alex
I know Cameron
Highsmith.
Sutton already.
And Alex Highsmith. Both of them are replacing Bud Dupree and Steven Nelson. Both of them are going to play great. They're going to play good. And they're going to be, again, what the Steelers have predicated. We have somebody in the back who's ready to go at any time, and they're going to go.
Why'd you waive Trey Edmonds?
God damn it.
I'm fucking with you. I'm fucking
What
with you.
we need
There you go.
is-
Your eyes. I've
What
never
we-
seen more murder eyes than you.
What
And
we
I
need-
asked, why did you release Trey
What
Edmonds?
we need is to fix that god-awful offensive line. Pouncey is
Yeah.
gone.
Yeah.
So, we have Dotson. We have Okafor. We have these guys who's ready to go. We need another piece to that to make a foursome. And guess who that person is? It is not a running back. It is Alex Leatherwood from Alabama. Big fucker. Guy made plays. Guy made plays. Guy made absolute plays. He is going to be our left tackle. Fuck you. Fuck Villanueva. I respect the troops. Ben Roethlisberger is an old fuck. 7-10. We will draft a running back in the second round named Javon Williams or Michael Carter, and we will call it a day. Good day, sir.
What if you draft a QB?
Good day, sir.
QB?
Good day,
First
sir.
round?
Third round pick, third round pick, fifth round pick, and a sixth round pick for Sam Darnold. You heard it here first. Sam Darnold's going to be the quarterback behind him. We're going to get Sam Darnold with Juju Smith-Schuster. Next, Baltimore Ravens. Finishing third in the
let's
division.
move the fuck on.
Third-
Jesus Christ.
No, are you serious? Fuck you.
Hey, listen, you know what? I will say I maybe threw, just to get a reaction out of you, I'll admit this right now, I threw a little shade at the Steelers defense. I think they're better than I'm getting credit for, but I think that offense is so atrocious they finish in last place.
Alright, whatever.
I love it. Listen,
This is bullshit.
you know,
This is bullshit.
I love Mika. You
But
know
you're
I love
out
TJ.
here saying they're gonna be worse. That's like me saying
They are.
No,
They
because
are.
that's like me. If okay, let me look at your
They are.
defense. Let me look at your defense real quick. Here.
Okay, here we go.
No,
Here
this
we
is-
go.
If you lose Landon Collins and Deron Payne, like two guys that like really, they're good, but they're
Deron
not.
Payne had an impact. Deron Payne had a huge
But
impact.
you have other players. You have Ioannidis and all those players, and you still be fine, right?
Yeah, of course.
Okay, then fuck you. It's the same thing.
You guys lost some crucial.
No, we didn't. Shut the fuck up. Moving on. Baltimore Ravens, the running back team of the century. They're running a Wildcat offense. You have Lamar Jackson. And you have J.K. Dobbins. They lost Mark Ingram to the Houston Texans.
Right, whipping out your 1940s play-by-play voice. I
Yeah,
like it.
this guy, they're shit. Matthew Judon, gone. Fucking gone. They're gone. This Ravens team is trash. And they're awful. They're not going to do shit. They're going to be...
Why are we even doing this segment?
They're 8 of
Why are we even doing this?
They're gonna be 8-9 trash. They're gonna be better this year. What do you fucking do? Lamar Jackson is gonna be known as a running back. Fuck him. They signed Sammy Watkins. Congratulations, you got the wide receiver you wanted. Trash. They're gonna probably pick some linebacker who's gonna suck cock. Patrick Queen, how did that work out for you? It's trash.
What the fuck are you say it.
Marlon Humphrey's trash.
Patrick Queen is trash.
Marcus Peters
Are
trash.
you're trying to trigger me? Okay, you're trying to trigger me. Now you're trying to do what I do with the Steelers.
How about
okay.
you go? You go.
Okay.
I'm not going to talk about this team.
First of all, at least mine was like apparent that I was joking, and I still gave respect.
Mine is definitely apparent that I'm joking. I said Marlon Humphreys was trash.
You said Patrick Queen is trash. You said Marcus Peters is trash.
After I said Marlon Humphreys, you should have.
Yo, I'm about to pull up. We're about to pull up to Baltimore real quick, and then you talk all that. See what happens. We're about to pull up to the city limits and see what happens. How's that sound?
I will tell everybody they suck.
And you will not be doing a show next week because we will be having your funeral. With that being said,
I'm scared of Baltimore. Fuck Baltimore. I piss on Baltimore.
all right. That again, these views do not reflect face of the franchise, Workroom Studio, or of course Joe Dorn and what led to whatsoever. We do not.
People know I hate the Ravens. It's not hard.
Ravens.
It's not hard. It's not hard. People know. People know if we go 2-15 and both wins were against the Ravens, I would call that a victory season.
We don't claim to be associated with any of Michael Schnoody's claims against slanderous claims and disrespectful claims against the city of Baltimore or, of course, their beloved Ravens.
Dweebs. Continue.
We do hope he gets shot, stabbed, and burned in the same light all at the same time, and it's slow, painful, and horrific. With that being said, the Ravens are looking good. They're looking strong. I need Lamar Jackson to come back and have a junior, well, I guess senior season now, fourth season like no one's ever seen before. I really need him to, listen, it's all going to be based, it's very simple. This Ravens offense is simply based on the season Lamar Jackson has, and if Lamar Jackson can find accuracy in the pass. Now, a lot of people want to throw him off of that right away and not give him associated credit, and I think that there's even some people that agree with me if he was not wearing a Baltimore Ravens jersey that he has showed flashes of accuracy in the past. He has showed potential to figure out how to move that ball in the manner that he needs to move that ball. I think that this offensive line is one of the best in the league. I think that they are absolutely the most dominant running game in the league. It is the best 1-2 punch. The Washington football team, named to be determined at a later date, but probably not, is just trying to keep up with them the best they can, although they got a pretty good one themselves. And this defense, as New knows, and he definitely will not admit this, and I'm not even trying to trigger him anymore, is better than that Pittsburgh Steelers defense. By far. The list of Pro Bowlers, leaders,
you're out of your goddamn skull.
Absolutely.
You're out of your goddamn
just
skull.
pure character guys
literally,
they have on
this
this
is your
team.
brain, you're out of it.
And I actually want to go ahead and say, you think they're going to be second? I disagree with you that they will win this division.
No, they won't.
Handily so.
And you're about to make me fucking compliment Cleveland, so fuck no.
15-2.
Suck my cock.
Baltimore Ravens.
No, they're not 15.
Come pull up
15-2.
Come pull up to 301 and see what happens. Pull up to 301. See what happens, bitch tits.
I will bet.
See what happens. Yeah, you're talking them, bitch tits.
Alright, Babyface Joe out of his
Don't
fucking
you try to
gourd.
fucking shit
Out of
me.
his
Don't you
fucking-
try to me.
Out of his fucking
Don't
gourd.
you fucking shish me.
Out of your fucking gourd.
Motherfucker.
Out of your gourd.
The fuck is wrong with you,
Fuck
man?
your gourd.
Fuck is wrong with you, man?
Fuck you.
Fuck you.
Out of your fucking mind.
Start paying me to do this shit, dude. Start paying my gas money.
When you start getting
You got the 22.31 for gas I spent up on the way here.
When you get correct picks, then yes.
All I do is correct picks. All you do is hot take trash. You can't even remember one of the top quarterbacks in the goddamn draft's name. It's fucking Mac. 3 letters. Mac.
You're the one who's hurt. I don't know why.
Mac.
This is the same way you acted when Lamar Jackson was proven wrong. So.
Great sentence. I'm proven wrong.
Proven. So
as you're making up words, why don't you make up bullshit about the Browns? Go ahead.
No,
You said you're going to talk about the Browns.
Browns 11.
As you're making up
11
bullshit, go ahead.
Win the division. They win it at 11-6. They signed some good.
Wait, what record are the Ravens going to have? You didn't even give us your take on the Ravens.
I said 8-11. So flip it.
Well, they can't be 8-11.
Oh, sorry, 8-10 or 8 and
It'd be 8-9.
8-9.
Yeah.
So they're 11 and.
You think they're losing 9 games?
You serious, dude?
You think the Baltimore Ravens are losing 9 games?
Are you kidding me right now?
We gotta get off the Ravens and Steelers. So move on. We gotta get off.
Are you kidding me right
You
now?
are fucking
nuts. Are you serious, dude?
You were gonna make me talk about it.
believe-
Like, we joke, but I
cannot
may
believe it.
legitimately lead this show. You think...
You are the same guy who said that the Steelers' defense is going down that much because of two guys.
But I think it's more that because the crucial role that those guys fill together, I think with the way the offense is being performing, this defense is going to fall flat.
All you have to do is look last year, dude. All I have to do.
Cleveland Browns!
Devin Bush, Bud Dupree, all these different, Joe Hayden.
Where's Bud Dupree now?
All of them.
Where's Joe Hayden?
Stop.
Where's Joe Hayden?
She's still there.
I thought he was gone.
No, that's Nelson.
Oh.
Listen, just listen to me. Before you start ranting like a fucking lunatic. We lost
Like an undervalued genius.
4 starters last year. During the season. And still was a top 10 defense. So what changed? Nothing. It's the same guys that were injured.
Look at the fucking Ravens defense. What's changed? What makes you think that team's going to lose 9?
You just said Matthew Judon.
That's
they
it.
Lost in.
That's
They
it.
lost some offensive linemen. They're gonna trade
What's that to do with
Orlando Brown.
defense?
They're gonna. Where's the 8 and 9, Joey? It's right there in front of you.
Cleveland Browns.
Cleveland Browns. They didn't do much.
You're fucking insane.
They're gonna get OBJ back.
I have never disagreed with you more.
They have Nick Chubb. They added some pieces on defense. They got Troy Hill.
Bias shit. That's like me saying, yeah, the Cowboys are going to be 1-15.
No,
like,
that's not bias. That's
1-16.
Micah Parsons as linebackers who I got here. Fuck you, finish this. Because I'm done with this segment. Sorry, Cleveland. You don't get a 11-8. Congratulations. You won a shithole division. You're gonna lose in the first round.
Yeah, yeah, congratulations, Cleveland. Don't give a shit. You're going to be fucking 11-5, lose first round. Or 11-6, excuse me, lose first round. You are my third, I'm going to give you my third wild card spot. Yeah, but, yeah, besides that, good luck, Cleveland Browns, yada, 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 Johnny Manziel, get it all together. Let's move the fuck on.
So our argument that wasn't involving the Steelers and the Ravens is the most overrated player of all time. Joey has picked a good one. I have picked, I think I wrote this.
The Pharaoh and Little Joe's debate of the week.
So, you can go first, Joe. I like yours.
I told you, by the way, we should have made the AFC North like the last division we do. I told you that. It's always the most contentious for us.
I think it's going to be more contentious when we talk about the Chiefs. I think so.
Not really.
Because you like to play this
I've let
game.
that go, though. I've let that bit go. I have accepted and done from half seriousness, half bit, and let that go.
The problem
I
is,
think that's so disrespectful to say the Ravens are
your thing is,
that is just clear bias.
No, this is our
That is
argument.
clear.
Fuck this.
Alright. Yeah, we'll keep it for next week. Don't worry.
This is my
Let's
argument
do it.
with you. This is my problem with you with the Ravens and the Steelers.
Okay.
You never meet in the middle. I always meet you in the
So,
fucking
to be
middle.
clear, are we arguing over? Are we arguing over the
No,
insaneness
you're
of
insane.
the 9 losses?
No.
Are we your statement? Or are we just in general?
In general.
Okay.
This whole rivalry.
Okay.
Because it is insane to me. It is absolutely fucking insane to me.
Which, by the way, I'm not a Ravens fan.
No, because you're playing up the Ravens fans. I don't understand it. You're playing this team up. I don't know what more does Lamar Jackson have to show you to make you realize this team is going backwards. It is going
What is
backwards.
your hate? And Tomlin even respects this man.
I respect
Against John fucking goddamn Harbaugh. Arguably, he is top 3 coach in the league. He is a top 3 coach. He is a top 3 coach.
No,
What he has
not.
done with that Ravens franchise is been unfucking
So you
believable.
think he's better than Tomlin?
Yes.
Then you're out of your gourd. Because number one, Tomlin has never had a losing fucking season. John Harbaugh, your savior, has had many.
Baltimore
many.
savior, not my savior.
Has many. They have won one Super Bowl like us, predicated on what? Defense, like us. We went to one more Super Bowl than them. Been to more AFC
With
championships.
Tomlin?
Yes, this is all to under
Oh,
Tomlin.
you did do too.
Yes.
You did win that. Okay.
And we went to more AFC championships than Baltimore. We beat Baltimore to go to a Super Bowl. We beat Baltimore twice this year.
I'm not saying Tomlin's not on that list either, but 100% Harbaugh is in that top 3.
They
conversation.
lost. They barely beat the. They beat the Titans. They barely.
Do you realize this man puts together, he puts together this team of ne'er-do-wells, gone and crossed off,
Ne'er-do-wells.
forgotten about,
Ne'er-do-wells.
forgotten about.
Lamar Jackson is
talent. The way they scrap together. I'm not just saying this particular team right now, but the way they have scrapped together talent with one or two names on the team has been absolutely
did not.
What they did with Joe Flacco is absolutely
You're out of your mind.
incredible.
Incredible. This is how I know
one of the best playoff runs of all time.
This is how
Not only that.
This is how I know you're wrong.
Let's get to the center there.
You just said
we're getting off base though.
No,
we're getting off base.
No, I need to talk about this ne'er-do-well. You are
very stuck on the ne'er-do-well.
Because you're out of your fucking mind. Marcus Peters. They traded how many picks to get him? He is a first-round pick. Marlon Humphreys, first-round pick.
You gotta have names, but you look at the majority of their talent, and it's scrapped together talent.
No, it is not.
Yes, it fucking is.
No, it's not. How is it
every light is scrapped together talent.
First-round pick. Lamar Jackson, first-round pick. J.K. Dobbins, considered one of the better running backs.
Look at that Super Bowl. Look at that Super Bowl winning season.
We're talking about now. Super Bowl season, what? That's in 2000.
All right, you want to talk about... Okay,
Super Bowl.
so then you're arguing against yourself like you like to do. You want to talk about now, which is I was trying to get to the core of the argument. So you're really saying the team with... I agree with you. Right now, they have tremendous fucking top-tier talent out of any team's league. I agree.
And even the Super Bowl team.
I was talking overall past history.
And Super Bowl team they had. Joe Flacco was a first-round pick, Joey. Stop it. For Joey, stop.
Was he a top 5 quarterback? Ray Lewis was at the last year of his career.
And he still was a dominant linebacker. Same with Terrell Suggs. Same with Ed Reed. Same with all the corners that they had.
That defense was elite.
Jones was an all-pro kick returner.
I'm not disagreeing with that.
He was definitely.
What about that offense, dude? How's that offense?
Oh my god,
that
offense was the same thing.
Not that great.
Ray Rice before he did all that shitty shit, and Joe Flacco. Again, that's what I'm saying.
Name a receiver for me. Name a receiver. Torrey fucking Smith.
They won the Super Bowl the same way that the Steelers won their Super Bowl, with defense and no name wide receiver.
Okay, let's get back to the core of the argument. Your core of the argument is that you said that they are going to lose 9 games this year, and I disagree with that. And you disagree strongly with me. Are they even released yet? I don't think they're released yet.
No, they have their opponents though.
Okay, but then you went ahead and you also said that you don't believe that this Steelers defense is going to begin to fall apart. So let's focus on those two arguments. Let's focus on those 2 points. Let's start with what you're looking at now. The 9 games that the Ravens are going to lose. Because that is fucking nutsville. Go ahead.
Are you out of your mind?
That is fucking a sane asylum.
Here. Steelers. One of those, the Steelers. They play the Steelers, Browns, and Bengals twice. They will sweep the Bengals. They won't sweep the Browns, and they won't sweep the Steelers.
They're sweeping the Steelers.
They're not sweeping the Steelers.
They're sweeping the Steelers.
So that is 2 losses. They're not
losing. They're splitting against the Browns.
They're not beating the Kansas City Chiefs. They're not beating the Indianapolis Colts. They're not beating the Chargers. They're not beating the Green Bay Packers. Minnesota Vikings, they beat.
You're stretching some shit here.
They're not beating the Rams.
They could easily beat the Colts. They could easily beat the Rams.
They're not beating the Rams. They're not.
Why couldn't they beat the Colts or the Rams?
Because
or the Chargers.
Chargers have a better defense and a better offense. The Rams have the better defense, better offense. That's definitely for both.
So knowing coming soon, you're gonna suck the Chargers. No, that's coming soon.
No, I mean the Chargers. What did the Chargers did not? They have one of the better talented fucking rosters in the NFL.
Yeah.
They do, don't they?
Yeah.
Okay. So there you go.
I just don't think to just say it's a guaranteed win. To say it's a guaranteed win.
So I have 1, 2, 3,
nuts,
4, 5,
fucking
6, 7.
You're stretching shit now. Well, here comes the last 2 stretches.
Well, these are the away opponents. So both the Browns and the Steelers at home would beat the Ravens. So those are my 2, which I said. Chicago Bears, you're beating them. Lions, you're beating them. The Dolphins. Now this is a tough one.
I'll take the Dolphins over the Chargers or the Colts.
So where am I at? That's 8 or 9. That's 8. They could lose. 8. So they could lose to a random team.
I don't agree with half of them.
They could lose to a random team.
Biggest fucking stretch. That is literally like me. It's literally like me going to the Cowboys.
Are the Chiefs better?
And saying
Are the Chiefs better? Yes.
Yes.
Are the Colts built better? Yes. Are the Dolphins built better? Yes. Are the Are the Rams? Are the Packers? Yes and yes. Dude, when the Rams.
Packers, yes. Rams.
All right.
Offensive wise, I don't think so. Offensive wise, I don't think so.
Keep that game in mind. I'm gonna bet you $100 on that game.
Well, whatever week that may be. All right, we're locked in for our first bet of the season.
And the key injuries, obviously, we'll discuss.
We still got to do Weird Factory, by the way.
Yeah, but so those are you need to do that. So
what are you doing after this?
No, I gotta work. So plus I'm fasting, so it has to be after.
Oh, that's right. I apologize.
So what was I saying? If Aaron Donald, Jalen Ramsey, all those players are playing, yes, you have a $100 bet. Lamar Jackson, same thing. You can tell me if somebody's injured, you don't want to do
Write it down. Write it down on your phone.
Don't worry, I got it.
All right.
I will write it down, but I got it.
I'll remember it.
Yes.
Right.
Point is, that is the crux of my argument. That they are not. They're going backwards. They're going backwards.
Dude, it's such. Listen, we're just gonna agree to disagree on this one because I want to go get some lunch here. We're gonna get too hot. We might end up.
Oh no!
You
You think you're gonna leave on that note, bitch?
Listen, motherfucker. First of all, you want me to get all in?
Are still gonna have a top 10 defense. That is another bet.
I never said they win.
Then what's the point? What was your argument?
They're not gonna be a top 5. They're not going to be the same controlling defense that they have been in past years. They are not going to control a game based off defense this year.
Oh, they're going to control a game with defense. You're going to watch. You're going to watch.
They'll have some good defensive games. They are not a top tier defense.
Why I don't have this.
The Ravens are still a top tier defense.
They still have a good team, Joey. Stop. The Steelers have a good team still. The reason why I don't have them higher is because they legit have the hardest.
They have no fucking offense.
They have the hardest.
They have some decent receivers, and that's all they have on offense.
They have the hardest schedule in the NFL coming up. They do.
I said that last year too.
No, last year I said they had the easiest.
Okay.
Last year is when you go on the road and you have to play Patrick Mahomes, Josh Allen, and Aaron Rodgers. Isn't that pretty tough? And Lamar Jackson, and Baker Mayfield, and Joey, and young Joey Burrow.
Yeah, it's not easy. It's not easy.
And when somebody's coming to town that's named, I don't know, fucking Ryan Tannehill and Tractacito, it's pretty hard. And who knows what...
But you're just saying they're going to lose all their tough games? That's bullshit. You're just going to say that they're not going to win all these tough games?
So, okay, let's see. Let's play the same
You
game.
got to give them at least 3 of those tough games they're going to win.
Who?
So I take away 3, yes. I take away 3 of those losses. I had them at 11-6. All right, I had them at 15.
All those games. The other quarterback will outplay fucking Lamar Jackson to beat him. That's it.
I think Lamar Jackson has a huge progression this season, a huge move forward. Regression. Huge progression moving forward in terms of accuracy of the ball.
If you think Sammy Watkins made this offense better and losing Mark Ingram made it better, you're out of your... Again,
Mark Ingram's on the tail end of his career.
Anyways.
Have fun in Houston.
That is Face of the Franchise. I am your host, Michael Isam.
No.
This is Joe.
Last thing I want to say, very fucking quickly, is that we'll agree to disagree. That is fine. I don't think they'll be a top 5 defense. I think they're going to fall apart like they were last year. I don't think it's going to be the same for the Pittsburgh Steelers. You, for some reason, started smoking crack cocaine laced with heroin, which is an ultimate upper and downer, and your brain has completely deteriorated into thinking the Ravens are going to lose 9 games. That's fine. I accept that.
Whatever. We'll revisit this because this is gonna be nuts.
Yeah. This is not just a weekly debate. This is gonna be on Lamar.
The Ravens are not good. Anyways,
the Steelers are much worse.
I didn't say that. Did I? Did I not have?
They are not falling apart and losing 9 games. It's fucking ludicrous.
We like to thank our sponsors, Eyesight Mobile Eyewear Company, for all your eyewear needs.
Just trying to process
IG,
emotions
Facebook,
right
Twitter, and their website for any of their new eyewear, as well as stuck-up clothing.
This is gonna be one where we yell at each other for 10 minutes when the show's done recording.
Finest clothing money you can wear. I'm doing ads. Instagram,
You're doing what?
Facebook, Twitter. Follow them on their website for new releases, as well as Seductions by Jax.
Shorts are coming soon for stuck-up clothing.
Get
your
your lashes, get your hair done for guys and girls. See her on IG for all her information, as well as
Best Barbershop. Go get the best haircut money can buy. Every single barbershop has 10+ years experience. Why trust it on some rookie that's just trying to make a way? Get someone with a decade of experience at Best Barber off of Ashburn Road near the Partlows.
Awesome. And that's me, the Pharaoh, and that's Little Joe. Stay breezy, stay easy, one love.
Ha ha!